Welcome. I'm pleased that you can join us. Vachan Kieltosi, Vanam Katiano Hika, Sandierto, Man Keshatum, Inaktansha, Kanyakti Osolaktishnam, Kiriprosha, Kantas Nekoshal and Visnendo Kan, Dibleno Sichuta, Venia Koshunam, Kashta Debe. In these times, it is difficult to find peace. It is difficult to establish connections to those around you. There's so much toil, so much separation, so much fear, so much anger. How does peace have a chance? To realize that peace is a way of life. You walk in peace, you speak peace, you dream about peace, and you allow peace. Peace in every action and every thought and every way. Now, the intellect says, impossible. How can I be peaceful with the way the world is? I say to you, how can you not be peaceful? Because you are a point of peace within the chaos around you. To recognize that is to recognize a coming of your true self, to allow what is in the moment and transcend that through the act of peace. Peace is an act of allowing what is. Peace is a transcendence of the around you, the chaos, the separation, the fear, the doubt. Just imagine what it's like to be at peace in every thought, every action, every step, every notion, every word, every way of being. Now that is astounding when you look at it, because it's a great feat, it's a miracle that you can find peace in a world that is in chaos, in a world that lives in fear and doubt and anger, where there's unsurety about everything. We don't know what is taking place next, but you do know through peace that everything is all right. To know peace is to know the all rightness of this existence. As the presence of consciousness, you need to find within yourself that very sense, that center of the consciousness. To realize that is a place of peace. That is an anchor to a greater reality and possibility that exists from within. It may take a great amount of time to realize it on the outside, but it takes no time at all to realize it on the inside. To be at peace in every step, every moment, every thought. To live that way. When you can get at peace within yourself, you see the past melts away. You lose that sense of separation, of doubt, of fear, all the things of the past that disturbed you. all the sayings, all the words, all that they say is very disturbing to the intellect, can disrupt the flow of peace if you let it. But to realize that you are all powerful, that is what the consciousness is. You embrace the Ishvara within you. Ishvara is all that one can know of the Absolute. So you have that within you. It's not separate from you. It's not outside of you. Unless you project it outside to help those around you, that is your power. That is your ability. That is actually your work. We have a great work before us to lift the consciousness higher and higher and higher, to let it glow, let it shine, let it be heard in all the world to see. For amidst calamity and disaster and fear and doubt and separation and anger, the consciousness transcends all of that. For it is the highest point and possibility of existence when you realize what it is. To be that in everything, every step, every part of your life is the object of this. Ishvara, that I am, is here to assist you in being all that you can be, not separate from yourself, but a part of you. We are actually one in this awareness. We are one existence as consciousness, flowing outwardly into the world around us, into the past, into the present, and the future. You're not bound by time. You're not bound by circumstances. You're not bound by anything when you recognize who you are. To know that you are the very presence and manifestation of the consciousness. You find the Ishvara within you, the all that can be in the Absolute. It's such a trip when you look at it. Because all around you, people live in fear, doubt, and anger. And you transcend that, and you live in peace. The peace that is beyond understanding. For the intellect, the mind, the body around you says, well, that can't be. But it must be, because there is no life without peace. The peace that's beyond understanding. There is no life without that. And so we seemingly have zombies walking around us, stuck in the past, stuck in beliefs and concepts and conditioning. Are they alive? Are they just automations walking around, acting out the part that they believe is theirs? To wake up and realize that there's far more going on in this world than can be intellectualized. It doesn't fit the programs. It doesn't fit the beliefs or the concepts or the conditioning. Religions and beliefs and concepts are all made up, they say. So, what if you change those concepts? What if you evolve into a higher state of existence as your true self, the very presence of the consciousness itself? When you do that, you are connected with the whole of existence, transcending time and space even. There is no boundary, there is no separation, there is no other. Most systems and structures are all about the other, a how-to or should. But the consciousness just is. And when you allow that within yourself, you discover the best path that you can walk, the best way to be in each circumstance. You are free of the past. You are free even of the body things, because the body is just another program of beliefs, concepts, and conditioning, they say. You realize from a very early age how programmed you become. They say, you have to do this is what you are, this is what you're going to do, this is how it works. And your little mind doesn't know any better. It probably has some secret doubt in there someplace. But you kind of say, who says? Why? Why is that? You remember as a child, you go walking around, why? 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 Do you ever get an answer? The answer is because. Well, life is not about because. Life is about being all that one can be, moment by moment, transcendent of, they say, transcendent of beliefs and conditioning. I know it seems like a difficult step, and the intellect rebels against that because it too is a program. It's the program to take all programs, actually, because the intellect controls the body, the beliefs, the concepts, the conditioning. That's how it is. So we're stuck in a way in a self that's separate. But when you let go of that, when you let go of that stuckness and that separation, you become one with the consciousness, and all who can vibrate, can resonate, and connect with that is part of that. So you are a part of a great movement that is slowly, secretly actually taking place. Because beliefs and concepts and conditioning are afraid of it, afraid of that change, afraid of that transformation. There's fear about this change. There's fear about becoming all you can be. The intellect says, well, how can that be? I might get undue attention. Someone might not like me. Well, they don't like you anyway, so what's different? When you realize that everything's a game around you, it's all made up. They say this is the way it is. To wake up to your true self, to wake up as a consciousness in presence, vibrating energy, connected, no boundary, no limit, no other. There is only that. To become that is to realize within yourself the Ishvara I am consciousness, to be beyond the boundaries and limitations of the past. You can let go of the past. It may be difficult because the past is like glue, it clings to you. And the programming says, well, you can't do anything about it, it's there. But can you? Are you that stuck? Are you glued to it? Or is it just, they say? You find eventually within yourself that it is just, they say. Beliefs are just made up by someone that says this is the way it is. The truth of it is there is no way it is. There is only the isness of consciousness that's vibrating, evolving, and transcending all of the other. So let go. Be peace. Walk in peace. Live in peace. Love in peace. Love life in peace. To be at peace with yourself is to finally come to rest in your truth, in the absolute truth of what you are, the very presence that is the consciousness itself. Embrace it. I know the intellect is always impossible. You're just rattling on about something. Well, am I? You see, I know who I am. I know what has happened to this body. I know what has happened to this mind. I've experienced it firsthand. Being Ishvara was a transformation that opened my eyes, opened my mind and intellect, even my body, to a higher frequency of existence. A great knowing that this world is a sham. It's an illusion. It's just caught in separation, doubt, and fear. You can break free of that. You can become and be more of your true self. Your true self is the very presence of the consciousness. no separation, no other. When you are that, you are one with everything. So welcome to the oneness of this existence.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
Anand and Slava say, thank you so much, Ishvara. Much love.
You're welcome.
And Tim says, thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
Todd says, wonderful to be part of this oneness. Thank you so much, Ishvara.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for your love and your support.